this weird competition of cool.
You take a reef shot to the side of the head for a wave like that.
If I can win this, this will be the greatest moment of my life.
All the girls are surfing so well. They're beautiful inside and out.
Going skageless is a whole nother realm, like a fast version of body surfing.
There's something about just getting in the ocean and cleansing ourselves of everything else that's going on in the world.
My job description is student of surfing.
Board Stories TV is proudly presented by Cholo's Homestyle Mexican in Haleiwa Town, Waimea Valley on Oahu's North Shore, and OC16, 100% original, 100% local. Aloha, and welcome to Board Stories. I'm your host, Chris Atronic, here in the heart of the surfing world, the North Shore of Oahu. This is the place to be during this time of the year, with the Triple Crown starting off the winter, and all the world's best surfers right in our backyard. We're gonna tap into that vibe with the unique first ever Makahiki hosted by Zeke Lau, where a number of visiting pros came out to learn some Hawaiian culture and have fun with the North Shore kids. We also take a look at the North Shore's own John Florence, whose world title was won for the record books, with the local community welcoming him home to a hero celebration. We also bounce over to the Big Island for the Miller's Surf Big Island Challenge, the final stop of the 2016 Hawaii Bodyboarding Pro Tour. I can't wait to check all that out, but first we're starting things off with our Tube of the Week, featuring Jamie O'Brien putting some interesting equipment deep into the barrel. Check it out. On this Tube of the Week, Jamie O'Brien slots himself deep in the barrel with an unconventional choice of equipment. Always looking for a challenge, JOB takes his Catch Surf Odyssey Skipper soft surfboard through the paces as he effortlessly styles through the tube. Up next, the Hawaii Bodyboarding Pro Tour heads to the final stop of the 2016 season at the Miller's Surf Big Island Challenge, right here on Board Stories. This Board Stories bodyboard segment is brought to you by Science Bodyboards. The final stop of the Hawaii Bodyboarding Pro Tour hit the Big Island beach break of Honolulu, where antsy competitors took to the waves to finish the year off with a bang.
To wrap up here to our 2016 Hawaii Bodyboarding Pro Tour, a big thank you to all our sponsors, particularly Kellogg's, Science Bodyboards, and here in particular on the Big Island is Miller's Surf. Couldn't wrap it up in a better place. Always aloha here from the Big Island.
Stoked and excited again. Looking forward already to next year's, but this one is going to be awesome. Just like last year. Surf's different, but we got sunshine this year. Can't beat that.
Yeah, we're here today at Honolulu following an east swell that's come in and favorable conditions. So, you know, just enthusiasm we get from a lot of the local riders is like makes it all worthwhile. This tour has some of the best riders in the world, actually. You know, there's former world champions and guys in contention for titles currently. So guys like Jeff, Tiaki, Matt Holzman, Sammy, Tanner. You know, we have all the founding fathers of bodyboarding are really on the panel. So it's that experience makes it a real rich event.
With the first day showcasing the Masters, Women, Stand-Up, and Junior divisions, the battle was tight for points to claim the overall tour titles. The women's field saw dominance by former world champ Carla Costa, who showed up to maintain her streak of wins and claim the 2016 Women's Tour title. The Masters division saw this year's standout and current Big Island resident Jimmy Hutaf continue his winning ways, claiming not only the event win, but also the Masters Tour title. The hotly contested junior division saw a close battle between finalists Kellen Yamasaki, Corden Stapp, and Tanner McDaniel, with all three able to take the tour title with an event win. But at the end of the heat, it was a stoked Tanner who came out on top, claiming his first junior tour title. In the exciting stand-up division, competitors took to the Honolulu walls, laying down stylish slashes and carves. Kauai's Sammy Morantino utilized his frontside approach to score the event win, but it was Maui's Matt Crilly who took out the season-ending stand-up tour title. While the main action was in the water, one look around the well-manicured beach park at Honolulu told a story of true aloha.
Aloha, my name is Keith Nels, aka Brother Skibbs, and I learned this value of giving back to my grandfather. So I'm the president now of Basic Image Inc. It's a non-profit organization that we go out and we educate our community with our living classroom, meaning teaching them by our actions and teaching them about culture, about coexisting, about living with one another, and to help them become good leaders in the community and most of all in their family. Honolulu Paka, we started this area right here all on the bank in 2003. You know, we got together some surfers, non-surfers, and we volunteered and we just started cleaning without telling the county or anyone. This place was just rubbish and bushes. So we came in, we cleaned it for free. So that's what we did. We came in, we never gave up because nobody gonna stop us from doing something that is good for our community, for our island, for tourism. Now it's 2016. We got family, kids down here, Kapuna, surf contest is going, and just sharing aloha with everybody that visit to let them know that it is real. Aloha is real.
With aloha vibes in full effect, Day 2 of the Miller's Surf Big Island Challenge showcased the remaining drop knee and men's pro divisions. With an uptick in swell, the field was stacked for a great day of action, including 9-time world champ Mike Stewart.
You know, as I get older, I feel less pressure. I think most of the pressure is on the younger guys. I think when they compete against me, it's like it's a no-win situation, you know? Either they're gonna get beat by the old guy, which is terrible, or if they beat the old guy, it's like, I beat the old guy, no big deal. So pressure's on them, not me.
The competitive drop knee field featured a mix of riders spanning the state, throwing down big snaps on the Honolulu walls. Making the final were 2 Big Islanders and 2 Kauai boys, battling it out for the top spot. In the end, perennial favorite Sammy Morantino was on point, rapping his way to the win, also taking out the overall drop knee tour title. The stacked men's final highlighted 2 of the old dogs, along with the next generation of Hawaii bodyboarding stars. The Big Island's own Peyton Oda battled through the rounds to an impressive finals berth, but settled for 4th. Sammy looked strong, launching a couple big ARSs, but ultimately landed in 3rd. The seesaw battle for 1st between Mike Stewart and Jeff Hubbard was exciting to say the least. Mike took the lead with a nice barrel ride and comboed it up, but in the dying minutes, Jeff pulled a little tube of his own, adding an ARS to break into the lead and claim the victory. This 3rd consecutive event win for Hub was more than enough to earn him the Hawaii Bodyboarding Pro Tour men's title. The champ returns home with a hero's welcome. Stay locked to Board Stories.
Burrito, taco salad, black bean nachos, yum, fresh fish tacos, mojito, margarita.
Homestyle Mexican food and the best grinds in the islands. Cholos at the North Shore Marketplace. Live the dream.
This is how you get there. Find the ocean at Surf and See. This is how you find
Welcome back to Board Stories. It's been quite some time since Hawaii's been able to claim a WCT Men's World Champ. And there's no one better than North Shore's own John Florence to bring that title back home. John is just about everyone's favorite surfer, and this world title is practically his birthright. It was only a matter of time when he would claim his first of probably many. From the beginning of the year, taking massive drops at the Eddie Big Wave Invitational, and ultimately holding the winner's check over his head, this year seemed to be the year of John, and the foreshadow of what was to come now so obvious. Representing the new breed of top-level surfers, John Florence has proved he is capable of performing in 2-foot mush all the way up to maxing Waimea Bay. After 5 full years on the WSL Championship Tour, it was finally time for John Florence to claim his first world title. Bringing the crown back to Hawaii after 12 long years, since the late Andy Irons, the state of Hawaii, and especially the North Shore, was honored to welcome the champ home with a one-man parade, culminating at his old stomping grounds of Sunset Beach Elementary.
Oh my gosh, it's so crazy. I'm so surprised. Coming to North Shore and having all the people come out like this, and everyone, all my friends, family, everyone I've grown up with, it's so cool. I couldn't have dreamed anything like this. Thanks to the whole community for doing this. You know, just coming in and seeing all the signs and stuff, and just all the kids and everyone showing up like this, it's crazy. It's just nothing I could ever imagine to happen like this to me, and yeah, I'm stoked.
Stay tuned as Zeke Lau brings together pro surfers and the North Shore youth to participate in the first ever North Shore Makahiki, right here on Board Stories.
I'm Zeke Lau, and this is our first Makahiki Festival event, and yeah, it's looking to be a fun day. You know, I went to Kamehameha School, so we were taught to perpetuate our culture and everything we do, and luckily, you know, surfing is my job, and it's a way of perpetuating my culture already. So I just wanted to take it further, one more step, and we kind of came up with the whole Makahiki Festival, and you know, we ended up moving it to, you know, the North Shore, which is a more prestigious place, I think, to surfing, and especially at this time of the year with the Triple Crown and all these, you know, significant pro surfers out here. So we're gonna start with the Oli and the opening ceremony, and then we're gonna have an Ava ceremony where we come over and the kahu's gonna bless the whole event, and we're gonna drink Ava, and then we're gonna open up with the games. I'm wearing a malo, which is what the old Hawaiians used to wear, especially in this time of the year with these events going on. So I'm getting deep with it, and we're gonna have some fun with it today.
The concept of Makahiki is actually, we call it Lonoika Makahiki. And Lonoika Makahiki is a celebration of the changing of our seasons. And right now, it's the time of Lono. And Lono is our god of replenishment, birth, life again, where everything's growing and it comes alive, and it comes with the rainy season. And so it's our time that we take off from traditionally from wars and a lot of hard work, and we just enjoy, you know, the fruits of our labors. And we come out here, we show, you know, how we maintain our cultural traditions through language, hula, chants, and the games. And the games are those of skill.
Super stoked to be here and to support Zeke at his Makahiki event. Hawaii is so much about local people and the local religion, and for me it's so important because traveling is not only about surfing for me, but it's also about meeting new people, experiencing new cultures, and you know, this is part of it.
Hawaii and California are the only two places on the world tour where they don't do any cultural protocol. So we're aiming to create that for the international surf community and give them a sense of place, and also acknowledge that Hawaiians and surfers, we have a shared ancestry, and it was our kupuna that invented He'enalu.
You know, this is cool. A lot of times we've done cultural things around the world, like different events, but they're sort of like setups for the beginning of contests and stuff like that. This is just, you know, a little more grassroots, and I think this is something that would last long term. You know, it'd be something everyone looks forward to every year. The Hawaiian style chicken wrestling style sumo, it was kind of funny. Actually, I sucked at it. The kids kept beating me. You'd think I'd be pretty good with my balance, but I don't know, maybe I was being nice, you know.
Kelly Slater's my favorite surfer that I got to hang out with today. I liked when we did Hakamoa. It was pretty fun. Everyone here got to have a turn on that big circle.
Burn down the bush, fire. Burn down the bush, burn down the bush, fire. Burn down the bush.
Different generations of surfers come and go, and so it's Zeke's time. And being such a young guy, it's pretty awesome that he wants to carry on who he is. Not just the fact that he's a great up-and-coming professional surfer, but the fact is that he represents us as a people, and we're very, very proud of him.
I think it's really cool that Zeke's kind of put this together. We come here every season for, you know, decades, and I think it's important for all these people to know each other, you know? The world's a small place, the surf world's a much smaller place, and it's nice that you get to come here, see familiar faces. People from here get to go around the world and see somebody they know and, you know, have some kind of connection to that spot. I think it's important.
The idea is that, you know, a lot of the surfers that come from around the world, they get to learn the games, and I mean, this is where surfing came from. It's from these games and this time of the year. So, I mean, this is a start, and hopefully it grows into something a little bigger and more significant, to where it'll be the opening ceremony for the, you know, the Triple Crown season, and embrace all the surfers and all the different cultures that come over here.
We're not done just yet. It's time for the spill of the week, up next on Board Stories. Promotional support for Board Stories is provided by Waimea Valley, where Hawaii comes alive. Check them out online at waimeavalley.net and give them a visit next time you're on the North Shore. Welcome back to Board Stories here on Oahu's famed North Shore. Well, it's been a great show, but we can't end it until we show you the spill of the week. This time showing you an interesting aerial perspective of what goes down on these wipeouts. For more great action, I hope you go to freesurfmagazine.com. You'll find lots of great stuff there. As for your host, Chris O'Tronic, see you in the water. Aloha. On this spill of the week, we're taking a bird's eye perspective of what goes down when surfers hit the skids. often being taken for an underwater roller coaster ride.